What's going on YouTube? As y'all see by my little coffee cups in the back, we are back in the kitchen. Man, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a luxury gourmet meal for all under $100. Yes, under $100. So here are some of the ingredients that we have. We have our lobster tails, which is 14 bucks. My wife loves the New York strip, so that was 15 bucks. I like the ribeye bone in, which is about 18 bucks and 60 cents. We have the potatoes, which is about 80 cents to $1 each. Our onion, my favorite, Kerrygold. We have some shrimp back here, and this is all of our seasonings. So we're gonna start off by preheating our oven to 375, and we're gonna bake our potatoes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a fork, and then we're gonna go release some anger on this potato by poking holes in it. So all this anger you got built up during the day, take it out on the potato. You know, getting tired of taking out the trash when I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I hate it. I don't want to wash the dog. I don't want to cut the grass. Don't want to. You know, so just release the anger you got during the day, pent up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna poke some holes in that potato. And what that does is make it not explode on you. So then we're gonna put it in the middle of aluminum foil. What I like to put on my potatoes, give it a nice good flavor. Some black pepper, just a little bit, sprinkle it in there with it. And as y'all gonna see on my channel, I always say a little bit, but I put as much as I need. And then we're gonna get some accent. You know, like that. And then just a little bit of salt. And that's it. And then we're gonna get our butter. Get a good little scoop. And we're gonna put that in there with the potato. Then we're gonna give this a nice tight wrap. Just like that. What we do, man, I keep it simple. Quick tip. I used to always just go with the basics: salt, pepper, black pepper, and a little bit of garlic. But I stumbled upon, and no, we're not sponsored. I wish we was, because boy, if they give us this for free, I put it in everything. But this Grill Mates, the Cornmeat, delicious, man. You hear me? Delicious. What I put on our steak is the Montreal, the regular steak one, and then also the garlic. Let me see if we can zoom in. Come on, come on. Come on now. There it is. The garlic and herb. Man, both of these are delicious. So I start by coating it with some olive oil. Just a dab and a dab, and I just coat it. So I know reason why I put this on now, because I want the, you know, the seasoning to really stick all on the meat. And then I let this sit while our potatoes are going in. So I get this nice and coated with the olive oil, both steaks. They need a little bit more. This is a big boy here. Get that all lathered up like this. So I first start off with some black pepper. And I know a lot of you guys may use, you know, the cracked black pepper. I'm using what I have right now, which is the already ground black pepper. Add a nice little coat. Then I use my accent seasoning. Like I said, I use accent probably literally in every dish that I make. It adds a nice flavor to everything, man. It enhances every flavor. So then, as you guys see the light coat that I put with those, then I'll take my Montreal, the regular seasoning, and then I'll take the top off of mine so I can add it generously. Put a good amount on both steaks. And what that does is going to build up a nice crust on there. And then I mash it down in the meat. And then right on top of that, I add my roasted garlic and herb. nice amount. Mash it down in the meat. And then flip it over and I do the same process. You never want to cook your meat cold. You always want to let it drop to room temperature. So we're going to let these sit out. Of course, we're going to cover it up, probably with some aluminum foil. And then just let it sit, let it come room temperature. So about time them potatoes get, done, this will be room temperature. And then we'll go ahead and put these in the oven. Just check the potatoes, and they are nice and soft how we like them. So we're gonna start with phase 2. So we're gonna wrap these steaks up, hold them in, just like that. Do my wife's New York strip, just like that. And that's my timer saying that my my potatoes should be done. Hold them up. So, normally, if you guys are just doing the steak, I advise you guys to preheat the oven to 250 and put it in there for about 40 to 45 minutes for a nice medium rare or medium. We like our steaks medium rare. So we're gonna put these in the oven at 375 for about 10-15 minutes. So I did actually go out and get some more lobster tails because those two is not going to be enough. So that's going to boost our total price up. Each one of these was $13, well $14, $13.98. So that's going to boost our price up to what, $28. But as you see, we still under our gourmet price that we'll get at a restaurant. Same taste though. So with these lobster tails, we just cutting it straight through the bottom. We're gonna split it open and just get the meat right out of there. It'll be easier, get a fork and just peel the meat straight from the shell. And we're gonna do that for all of them. Get that fork in there, peel them on down. And this way we can clean this poop trail out. You guys can see it. We can clean that out and still keeping all our meat intact. And it comes straight out from the shell like that. So with our seafood, we got our shrimp and our lobster tail cut up in here. So with this, we're just gonna season it with some black pepper. And yes, we're gonna cook both of these together. They both got the same cook time, give or take. So we got some black pepper, some accent. This Zatarain's blackening seasoning, delicious on seafood. We got a little Everglades heat. And then we're gonna do 1 pack of the Goya chicken bouillon seasoning. And we're just gonna mix that up together. Let that come to a mix. And we're gonna saute this up together. So our steak's been going for about 15 minutes. And as you guys see, our seasoning is still sticking onto our meat. It looks nice, it's real tender. And what I normally do is put it in a saute pan, put it on real high, and let it go for a minute or 2 minutes on that saute pan to get a nice little sear. But we got something extra special for you guys today. We're gonna actually go outside and take these bad boys to the grill. So with our pan, we're just gonna put just a little bit of olive oil in there. Let that warm up, get a little hot. And then we're also gonna add just a little bit of butter. We're gonna get a little scoop of garlic. Put that right in there with our olive oil and butter. And then we're just gonna add all of our shrimp and lobster. And let this start heating up. We're gonna mix it around so that garlic and that butter. Oh, we done lost the shrimp. We're gonna mix it around so that our garlic and our butter can generously coat our shrimp and our lobster. So once we get to this point here, to where our lobster is not translucent anymore, our shrimp starting to firm up, we're gonna get a half a stick of this Kerrygold butter. And we're just gonna let that melt right on in there with them shrimps. And man, I don't know what they make this Kerrygold butter out of, boy, but I call it God butter. Because I know God up there eating this. Delicious. So we're just gonna let that melt on in there. Turn this heat down so we don't overcook our shrimp and our lobster tails. And just let that butter melt in there nicely. Let that fire hit that fat cap. Steak looks so good though. Wish you guys can smell how they smell right now. It looks, tastes, and smell delicious. Man. So our final step to cooking this meal, me and my wife love our steak topped with onions. So I just got a yellow onion, cut it up a little bit. Now I got some olive oil in here. Let that get a little hot. Just a dab of butter. Let that go. And we're just gonna saute these onions. Now whenever I do my onions for my steak, I always just add just a little bit of the steak seasoning, a little bit of both, and that just gives the onions a nice crisp flavor. So yeah, we're just gonna let them saute on up. So with our potatoes, as you see, they're nicely done. Just got them out the oven. We're just gonna cut it down the middle. Knife goes straight in. And we'll do one at a time. So bust it open. So my wife, she likes butter. A little salt and pepper. She likes cheese. Bacon bits. And sour cream. And I like my onions to the side, but my wife likes her onions on top of her potatoes. So that's a nice baked potato right there. So we call this caveman style in our house. This is when we eat off the chopping boards. We call it caveman style, you know, just to add a little more fun to our food. So as you see, we got the potato down, we got the steak down, and now we're just gonna line our cutting board with our shrimp and our lobster. And like I said, this is my wife's. She got the New York strip, and I got the ribeye bone in. And yeah, as you see, this is how we eat it. We got our nice steak, our shrimp, and our lobster tail, and then our perfectly soft, delicious looking baked potato. Man, hope y'all enjoyed that. We about to enjoy this food, man. And it was a pleasure cooking for y'all. Like I say, this is me showing you guys how to make a luxury gourmet meal for under $100. If you guys have not yet, please like and subscribe and comment down below. Hit that little bell so you guys can be the first ones to know whenever we drop a new video. Thanks for all the support, and we hope you guys, and we pray for you guys, that you all are staying safe, practicing social distancing skills, practicing proper washing your hands, keeping your hands out of your face and out of your mouth. We know as we're experiencing this COVID-19, we just hope everybody out there is being safe. And if you got any loved ones out there, just call and check up on them. Be easy.